8 lies the world told you. You need a college degree to be successful. You've probably heard it your whole life. You need a college degree to be successful. While a college degree can certainly give you an edge in the job market, there are plenty of people who have found success without one. Bill Gates, for example, dropped out of Harvard and went on to become one of the richest men in the world. Mark Zuckerberg, another college dropout, is the founder of Facebook. And even if you don't achieve billionaire status, you can still find a rewarding career without a college degree. There are many jobs in the trades, such as carpentry or plumbing, that don't require a 4-year degree. In short, don't let anyone tell you that you can't be successful without a college degree. The world is full of opportunity, and if you're willing to work hard and think outside the box, you can achieve anything you set your mind to, regardless of whether or not you have a college degree. 2. You should have kids by the time you're 30. By the time you're 30, the world tells you, you should have your life figured out. You should have a good job, a nice place to live, and most importantly, you should have kids. This pressure to conform to society's expectations can be overwhelming, but it's important to remember that you don't have to do what everyone else is doing. You can create your own path in life, and there is no one right way to do things. Just because you don't have kids by the time you're 30 doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. So don't let the lies that the world is telling you get to you. Just keep living your life the way you want to, and everything will work out just fine. 3. Money will not make you happy. You've probably heard it, that money can't buy happiness. And while it's true that your bank balance won't necessarily dictate your level of contentment, that doesn't mean that money is completely unrelated to happiness. In fact, research has shown that there is a correlation between income and happiness. But it's not as simple as you might think. The link between money and happiness is actually quite complex. For one thing, it depends on how you spend your money. People who spend their money on experiences, such as travel or concerts, tend to be happier than those who spend their money on material possessions. Additionally, the effect of income on happiness levels off after a certain point. In other words, people who make $50,000 a year are not necessarily twice as happy as those who make $25,000 a year. So, while money isn't everything, it can still have an impact on your happiness. Just be mindful of how you're spending it. 4. Success means having a high-paying job. The world tells you that success means having a high-paying job. But what the world doesn't tell you is that success is not defined by your salary. Sure, money can buy you things like a nicer car or a bigger house. But it can't buy you happiness or satisfaction. The world tells you that you need to be successful in order to be happy. But the truth is, you can be happy without being successful. You can find joy in simple things, like spending time with your family or taking your dog for a walk. Success is not about what the world tells you. It's about what you define it to be. 5. You're too old to learn new things. Learning is a lifelong process, and it's never too late to learn something new. Whether you want to learn a new language, take up a new hobby, or simply expand your knowledge of the world, there are always opportunities to learn. The world is constantly changing, and by keeping your mind open to new ideas, you can ensure that you're always growing and evolving along with it. So don't believe the lie that you're too old to learn. Instead, embrace the opportunity to explore and grow. 6. Success comes easy to those who are lucky. You've probably heard it said that success comes easy to those who are lucky. But is that really true? After all, there are plenty of people who seem to have all the advantages in life but still don't find success. So what's the real story? The truth is that success comes easy to those who are willing to work for it. No matter how talented or lucky you may be, it takes dedication and perseverance to achieve your goals. If you're not willing to put in the effort, you'll never reach your full potential. Success is attainable for anyone who is willing to go after it. 7. Your parents know what's best for you. Whenever you're feeling lost or confused, it's natural to want to turn to your parents for guidance. After all, they've been through it all before and they want what's best for you. Well, not necessarily. While it's true that your parents love you and want what's best for you, That doesn't mean that they always know what's best for you. Our parents don't always know what's best for us. They may try to control our lives or dictate our choices, but ultimately we need to follow our own hearts and make our own decisions. If we listen to the lies they're telling us, we'll only end up living their dream instead of our own. 8. Saving money will make you rich. Why does it seem like everyone is saying that saving money will make you rich? Just because you have money in the bank doesn't mean you're rich. In fact, most people who are considered rich don't have much money saved up at all. They've just been smart with their money and invested it in things that will grow over time. So if you're trying to save your way to riches, you're going to be disappointed. The real key to becoming wealthy is to make your money work for you. Invest in assets that will appreciate over time, and let your money grow without having to do any work.